G'day mate, welcome back to Astroneer. Now this actually will be our last episode of Astroneer. I might come back to it, depending on what happens with future updates. There's still talk of them adding a lot more automation, which is something it's something I've commented on multiple times, that it's something that's really missing in the game. The fact that I've got to constantly manually transport things from my storage to wherever it needs to be to process it is very frustrating, to be honest. So yeah, if they add that, I'll probably come back and have another look at Astroneer. But for the moment, this is potentially the last time you're going to see it on the channel. We'll see. You know, there's always chances of DLC and who knows what in the future. So Astroneer, we've got our base beside our engine, which is not our starter base. We packed up everything and moved it here. Don't fall, JD. Okay, so we've got our large rocket. And we've got a medium rocket. I think the small rocket's back at home base. As you can see, we've got two researchers with a third researcher in the middle. Where's the sun? It's coming here slowly. We've got lots of power. I've used little wind turbines everywhere with some solar panels. I did build one of the large solar arrays, but by the time we got this far in, it seemed power was really not a problem anymore. We're just not using it. We're not using it fast enough to need more power. Maybe the multiplayer game where you've got more people actively doing things, more power would be great. But for my experience, I found that, you know, the little bit of power we picked up randomly through the map was more than enough to keep everything running. We've got one central storage here. Again, had I been playing multiplayer with more people, I could really see having multiple of these storage things, even though they're actually really frustrating to access because everything's sort of touching everything else. It's really hard to reach in and grab the right item. It's easy to fill, but it's very hard to empty. We've got our first scrapper, who's done a wonderful job of getting us some scrap to launch off to space with the trade platform to get whatever we needed. We've got our 3 printers all the way back there. We've got our chemical plant, our soil, what is it? Soil centrifuge, that's the word. And our furnace over there between the 2 rocket smelters. We've got our road train that's now just parked in the middle of the base, just providing extra power into the base when needs be. We have our Scrappy McScraptron down here, and it's great burrow of scrap, which you can see I've already half emptied. I've just once you get scrap, and especially if you can find large amounts of it, and the stuff is everywhere all over the map, so it's not that hard to find. It means the thought of traveling off-world to go get more iron, for argument's sake, it becomes a hassle. You're much better off setting up a road train with a shredder and some large storage with some medium storage and just going for a cruise around the planet and just scrapping everything you can find. So, yeah, we've got our previous medium rover experiment with a couple of trailers because I had some trailers laying around, so I might as well hook them up for more storage. And again, it's plugged into the network to basically provide a battery backup. Not that we really need them anymore. Yeah, it's been a fun playthrough. I've got to say, Astroneer it really is a great little game. And I've got to say, like, it's become so popular on Twitch and on YouTube in the last couple of weeks, couple of months since 1.0 came out. It's been really good. Both to watch and to watch people play multiplayer. So yeah, our large rocket, as you can see, I've got 2 large storages on there with plenty of power. And this is actually what I've been using to run around and power up other planets. And right at the moment, I've actually powered up every planet. Do I have hydrogen on me, so I think we're just about good to go. So yeah, I've been taking my large platform. Actually, we'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. Launch. Because planets-wise, we're going to go visit Artrox. So once into orbit, launch again to go to the solar system. We're going to go to Artrox. It really looks like my rocket's having problems, but no, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Artrox, where are you, Artrox? Ah, there you are. I want to land there. Can I land there? Are you going to give me any landing zones? We're going to turn... Oh, that one. Cloud... Experimental. That made it worse. Made it pretty, but so much worse. Although that at least gave us a landing zone. Okay, so there is a thing there. That's miles from... Okay, we're going to go there. Don't do that. I need to see where I'm landing. Oh, game. That failed. Okay, so it's right there. That's a hell of a walk. Okay, I'm gonna launch back up. Because now I see it on planet. That's one hell of a hike. I don't really want to run that far. Oh, now I see it's not that far. Whatever. We'll go back up. I really want to land right beside one of these guys. So really, I can't see anything with normal clouds. That one. No. Well, that's a new bug. Problem is I can't see any of the engines. Okay, so there's an engine there, and all its landing zones are miles away. There's an engine there. Can I have a landing zone like right beside it, please? Please? Pretty please? Pretty, please. There's another one. Try not to trek 500 miles. Nope. Both those are just going to be a... one hell of a walk. Okay, there's our next one. Come on, planet, rotate faster. Actually, I don't even know whether I've powered up any of these engines already. No, I haven't. So I have to power up an engine. Okay. I should have just taken the first one. It wasn't that bad. Alright, so for this engine here... Come on, planet, rotate around. That's probably the closest I've seen yet. There's a landing zone right here, be nice. Please? 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 I can't see what the terrain's like between there and there. Okay, fine, we're gonna land there. So it is directly west of our landing zone. And hopefully if all goes well, we should be able to see it anyway. Yeah, so it's not Too bad. It's where we landed in the first place anyway. Okay. So, we're going to land. Exit. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go power that thing up. Now, I've got half a dozen bits of equipment on me. I do have tethers. So, we can tether from our rocket, because our rocket does have a oxygen generator on the side. So, step one is going to be tether our way across. And Artrox is, I gotta say, the weirdest planet. Definitely the weirdest planet. Although if you're short on research, like, it's not hard. This is definitely, if you need research, this is the planet to come to. And either tether your way around the base, or just explore You're annoying. Or just explore your way around, either with tethers or with a tractor, and you'll pick up so much research. Oops. My tethers? Really? Oh, I really didn't bring that many tethers with us. Okay. Help if I went in a straighter line, maybe. But, you know, it is what it is. Tether button. Luckily you can find combat on every planet from memory, so not having tethers is not too much. Oh. Yeah, don't shoot at me. Thank you. Okay, back to laying out tethers then. I will warn you, this planet is out to kill you. There is like every different type of plant life that just hates the fact that you exist. That is your warning. Go away, big acorn. Tether line. Tether line. Then I'm still going to have to get down. Across, actually, it seems. Not even down. Across. No, it's not some sort of poisonous gas? Okay. Like I said, weirdest planet there is. Also very, very dark. But from memory, this one's the closest to the sun. It's just got really thick cloud coverage. I'm going to get rid of you guys just for the off chance. It's just not worth the risk. F to stand, F to stand. So, this is one of our lovely gates. And really amount of tethers. Oh, wrong button. Tethers. Tether. 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 You're kidding me, right? Okay. So, we've made it to here. Now, this one is our last, it's the last planet. So it actually also means it needs the most amount of power to power up this generator. In fact, this guy needs like 30 units worth of power. I've been referring to them as amps. So yeah, 30 amps of power to get this guy up and running. So, not exactly easy to power up. Luckily enough, I brought 30 plus amps worth of power with me. So, we're just going to go back to our rocket, pick up all our goodies, and then we can power this guy up. And then we should be good to go. Now, come on. Now, as for Astroneer, look, it's I can't remember how much it is. I think it's a $30 game, and I've got to say, it has been hours and hours and hours worth of entertainment. I'm going to unpack that. I'm going to pop that on there. We're going to pop that on there. And I'm going to pop a beacon on there just in case. So this is how I power up all my engines now. Which is an absolute pain to bring across. And it is literally a pick it up, drop it down, run forth, pick it back up, pop it somewhere, and run forth again, because it is so slow to try and carry it. No, power connection. And honestly, look, if I was to do this for more planets, in some respects, if I could park like this close to a don't you dare fall, because that's happened a few times. If I can land this close, or sometimes even closer, to a engine, I think honestly I would prefer to just run out like either extenders, because they like stack really well into storage, or even just make up a whole heap of small generators with the carbon, the compounds you find on the planet. And don't like feed them or anything, just make them and use them as a power line. Really depends on how far you've got to run. Because yeah, moving this sometimes can be really annoying. Especially I think my previous planet, I had to actually tunnel my way into the generator because it was so far away, the terrain was so horrible, so I ended up tunneling my way there, and then I had to move this platform through a tunnel, which was not fun. But anyway, power. Oh, really? Okay, stop powering. I have another RTG. Is that enough? Nope. What else do I have that has power? Absolutely nothing. Ouch. Okay, back to base. Because we're going to give this thing 30 amps worth of power, or 30 units worth of power. Which is like a lot. A lot. It's resin to make platforms. I'm worried I'm going to have to actually make platforms here on site to put more of this power, more power connections on. In saying that, I could probably just fly home to base and just pick up more power and come back. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do you have anything power worthy on you? A small wind turbine. I'll take it. You know what? For all the hassle, let's just take everything. We can optimize at the other end. Large storage over there. Large storage over there. Come on. Just gotta walk close enough that I can connect to it. And over there. Don't you dare. Don't you dare fall off that cliff. I'm gonna be so unimpressed. So yeah, Astroneer, I am waiting for an automate or some sort of automation update to come. They've fixed the scrap bug, which for me as a content creator was actually a really handy bug to have. Okay, so what size platform can I make? Actually, I can't make a platform. I can make a small printer that can make platforms. Okay, we'll just get this over here first. There. Okay, what do we have on here that does not provide power? Step number 1. RTG. Beacon does not provide power. RTG can go there. Battery packs. There is currently no wind. That's probably what's holding us back. Okay. So maybe it's just a case of we need wind power. Nope, we just needed more batteries. Those batteries going flat real fast. Yep. Yep. Someone even used. Done. There we go. Now the whole lot can recharge. Okay. So that's that node unlocked. Now, like as you can see, this has got quite a few nodes around the planet. But really, we don't actually have to unlock all the other nodes. We only have to unlock one node and then the centermost node. So we're going to use the JD Drillmatic 5000. And we're going to go to the center plane with, not tab, Q for, we're going to put drill in the front, we're going to put down a trailer, F to unpack that, and then our little tractor's going to need some power, so we're going to take an RTG and put it on, there, like that, and there. And this is now our Jedineeper 5000. Actually, no, it should be a Jedineeper 9000 because this thing goes. So, we hit V to turn on our digging head, we aim down and we go forward. And then, if all else fails, we aim down, 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 down. Whoop. Yep, down, straight down. Yep, fall through the cliff. Yep, straight down. Down, down we go. That's 2 layers down. There should be 5 layers to this planet. I think that's 3. Yeah, that's 3. Just aim straight for the ground. Fall. Yep. No, we saved it. We're back up the right way. Yeah, the right way. The wheels are going down. There we go. That's layer 4. Oh, not quite straight in the ground. Oh, debris got in the way. Nah, we're done. Okay. So we flip our Digomatic back up the right way. This is the cathedral layout. This is really, really horrible to fall into. Jump back into our digger. Turn it back on. So we should have one more layer, I think. Or maybe this is the cathedral layer. I don't know. We tend to go through layers very quickly with the Digomatic. The Digomatic's just does a really good job of digging. Aiming it's a different question. But you know, it tends to fall down blades first and just go through everything. Come on. I didn't want to get out, actually. Oh, that was bad. I want my Digomatic back. Come on. Ooh, don't hit that. Okay, that's a goner. I pressed the wrong button, jumped out. There he is. Flip you up the right way. Press. Oh! Get in the tractor. In the tractor before it flies away. Okay. Welcome to the core of the planet. Where up is down and down is up. And something is which way? Come on. Eventually. There we go. Core of the planet. Now, every core needs a different thing to power it up. In the case of... I can't remember what the name of the planet we're on. Stand near the tractor because it has oxygen. We're on planets. We're on Artrox, which needs hydrogen. Which should be plugged into it. And it'll give us one of these cubes. And if we get another hydrogen, we can get another cube. And if we take another hydrogen, we can get another cube. And then with our cubes, the only way to get out of this place is going and putting the cube on the roof slash floor slash ceiling slash place. And then activating the engine completely. And once the engine is done, we get 2 new achievements. Artrox unlocked, an achievement unlocked to infinity. And we can now go back. Do I want to go back to there? Yeah, let's go back to there real quick. So this is back to the service. We'll leave our tractor where it was. We will run past all our generators because I don't care about any of them anymore. Because this was the last planet we had to unlock, so we can just sit there. Actually, no. Oh, yes. I was going to teleport all the way home because it's technically faster than taking a rocket at this point. But no, we'll take the rocket home because there are a couple of supplies I wanted to grab. Come on, rocket. Come on, Astroneer. Jump faster. Launch. Yeah, don't wait for the door shut. Just launch. We're in a spacesuit already. Everything's fine. Launch again. We want silver. Yeah. My rocket looks broken again. I think that must be the cloud thing. No? Maybe. Oh, what the hell was that? Okay, we want our home base, which is the one with all the beacons and stuff on it. And I'm just seeing how many frames I'm losing currently. Yeah, my video card says no. Oh, actually, it's half my video card card RAM, it turns out it's being chewed up by the editing software because I forgot to close it before I started recording. Come on, where's the landing zone? This is actually one of the things that sort of frustrated me about Astroneer, that I can't have the map rotate faster. Because like, I know where I want to land. It's home base. It is not that one, it's the next one. It is the one right beside this thing from memory. Is it that one? I don't see any base there. Oh, there it is, all the way over there. I can just see it enough to click on it. Yeah, rockets go sideways, right? So, I wanted to come here because we picked up a few glyphs from Atrox. But there's a couple more glyphs over here from other planets. So I don't remember the glyphs for the planets, and I thought that it would have a detail on it as to what planet it goes to. It's alright. I'm going to jump back into our rocket. F to enter. Up we go again. And then, come on. I want to go up higher. Up we go again. We want to go to the unidentified satellite. Now I really want to be in a way that I can actually see us approach it. Oh, there it is. So this is the satellite. Now we've been here before. We've been stuck here twice actually, I think, without fuel. This time I've got hydrogen rockets, so fuel is, thank God, no longer a problem. Okay. But as you can see, I've been busy. I've actually put down... Come on, game. I've put down a number of these cubes. In fact, if we try and match up symbols, we've got a... I've got a spare one of those. That looks like it goes there. Maybe. Maybe. I'm really bad at this glyph game. So yeah, that one looks like it goes there. That one... Nope. 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 Oh. That's the new one. That one goes... there. Thud. They sound heavy. That one goes... No, that's all of them. That's that one. Good thud. Nope. Nope. Ah, it's that one. Oh, I've got two of those spare. Well, there you go. I've got a couple of those spare. But I have two of these. I'm going to put this one here. And that's going to spin up the last spinny thing. And then what happens? Oh! We got a new oddstone right in the middle. Actually, before we do that, so now that all these are activated, because I've been to all of the centers of the planet, I can actually use this oddstone and literally teleport to any planet. Which is good to know, and also whilst you're up here, you don't actually use oxygen. You actually get oxygen back, so I can run up here without an oxygen tank without a problem. So yeah, I can use this to teleport to any one of these planets. and then of course from the core of that planet I can then teleport back to the edge of that planet without a hassle, wherever I activate it. And in every core I've left a tractor, because tractors give me oxygen. Come on, let me in. So we're going to click that bloodstone, activate F. F. I've clicked F. Really? Are you broken? G'day, mate. Welcome to, I don't know, somewhere along the Astroneer video. I cut, I put this instead. Because I spent like 20 minutes fighting with this thing, trying to get it to work, and eventually had to give up. And turns out you gotta hold F. There we go. So because it's probably gonna get cut out of the previous video, and suddenly this is really loud. So because it's probably gonna get cut out of the previous video, I'm gonna say it again, because I assume it's gonna get cut. So Astroneer is I think it's 30 US because it's 40 Australian. Maybe it's 25, I don't know. For what it is, it's actually been a bunch of fun. I've spent... I'm just looking at my overlay. I've spent 70 hours in this game so far. And although there's a ship finally come to rescue us, and we've already jumped through a portal and gone somewhere else. So, although the game... Ooh, now I'm hungry, thanks. I should add it's like 10 to 12 here. 10 to midnight here. This explains why there's so many debris on the planet. Because we're launching a new rocket back down to the planet, or the main menu, whichever you decide. So I've spent 70 hours in the game, and although there was the scrap bug, which I abused, I'll be perfectly honest, I abused it a lot, which greatly shortened the amount of running around time. I don't think I lost much in the way of gameplay, but it definitely shortened the amount of time that I had to go to other planets to get resources. I could just print off a whole bunch from the scrapper, rather than having to go and dig to find that particular resource that I desperately needed. And probably I needed in abundance to build some of the stuff that I did build. So had I not exploited that, maybe I would have spent 100 hours in the game. Also, by the same token, had it been 100 hours just for YouTube reasons, I probably would have still been 30 episodes in and probably not got as much done. Because it's something I'm trying for 2019 to do series that are 15 to 30 episodes long, no longer, and slotting other games in like that. So I've enjoyed Astroneer. I've enjoyed Astroneer a lot. I would easily give it an 8 out of 10. It's been a really, really fun game to play. I am waiting for more things to be updated. There's been some things I've already mentioned since 1.0 coming out. Now we're up to version 1.0.13 that are out and have been already included in the current patches. There's also like some other things like automation. Automation, I actually saw a very, very early alpha before it even got released any way, shape or form to the public, where they had automation where you could have a miner that would, like a soil collector with a drill head. And now we're back at home base as a new clone. Also, we should have... is it that one? Oh. That. So let's get back to the standard suit. So we do have a new suit now because we've unlocked the game. We've finished the game. In fact, where was it? There's only one suit I haven't unlocked. So yeah, you can say I've definitely played the game. I've played the game start to end, and it's been fun. I really have enjoyed all the parts of Astroneer. Let's go with the galactic theme. Can I carry that with me? Okay. Our home base is now all the way over there. So, I've had fun. It's been a great game. I'd highly recommend it. I keep getting sidetracked. What else is new? There have been some things that have already been implemented. There are other things that they have said they will implement. And like I said, early alpha, I saw a miner digging in the soil, and the resources it dug up were instantly being put on the, I guess you could call it cable, that went from like the power conduit cable, not these tether lines, but the power conduit cable from where that machine was located off to any storage location. And that's one of the things that they have said they're looking at bringing back. And probably at that stage, I would like to give Astroneer another go. Probably start from scratch with a brand new base. And try that out, because that's one of the things that actually didn't really frustrate me. But I did find that I was spending a lot of time in Astroneer. Literally moving things from A to B to A to B to A to B. And like, if I empty my inventory, because I've only got the 8 spots on the back, plus the 2 shoulders, plus the 3 on the weapon. So I've only got 13 inventory slots total. So if I've got to move a bunch of material from A to B, there was an awful lot of pick up all this stuff and put all this stuff down, and then pick up more and put more down, and, you know, strip my own personal carry stuff and go put it somewhere, so then I could move resources around slightly faster. And I found it... Oh, can we not do that, please? I really found it a little bit frustrating. That was the method that had to be used to be able to move stuff around. Really, you can't slide. You can't slide that with that in your hand, idiot. Just walk with it. Face is not that far. So yeah, automation is something I'd love to see. I'd love to be able to see that, okay, we can just put everything in central storage, and if we want to craft something that needs a bit of iron and a bit of compound, as long as it's in storage, it just slides along the cables to where it needs to be processed into whatever we're trying to print. And I'd like to see the update after that to be able to go one step further and say, hey, when you're put down your forge, you can say, hey, I always want to have like 2 bits of ceramic in stock. So if you go to the soil printer and you print off a whole bunch of clay, it doesn't all automatically get smelted. Only 2 pieces do, and then anything else just gets left as it is until later when you decide you actually need and want to use it. You can go into Scrappy McScrap. Yeah, I love the Scrappy. Oops. Do not... Yeah, let's go drop the frame range a little bit until they all settle. Ooh, that's sort of way faster than I used to. I have used half the scrap. Oh, there's a whole one. Great. So yeah, that's something I'd like to see. Overall, it's been a great game. And look, there's a link down my description to buy it from Humble if you decide you want to buy it on my recommendation, or even if you don't like my recommendation and just want to buy it anyway. Either way, I'd love it I appreciate it if you use the link, the affiliate link in the description. Same time, because you're buying it from Humble rather than Steam, some of the money goes to actually support a charity. So yeah, it's been a great game. I'm now sitting at a point where I literally have everything. I have all the technology unlocked. There's nothing that I could want for. Some of this stuff really doesn't make sense. Like the extra large storage just didn't make any sense. This one, the extra large platform B, sort of makes sense, but it is an absolute pain to get stuff in and out of. If it was automated, who cares? I'm now in a situation where I actually have so much power that nothing really holds the base back anymore. So I'd like to see a little bit more late game. Some reason to have like 10 solar arrays parked out, like in a clear area where they get full sunlight. That sort of stuff. So this was my little let's play of Astroneer. I'd love to come back. I'd love to see more. I'd love to see more out of the devs and see what they have next. I did notice that our the unified satellite, unidentified satellite up in space, actually has 5 platforms on each of its, in air quotes, corners. And one of them has an odd stone that takes us to this solar system. So there is a possibility in the future we're going to have a DLC with more solar systems, which would probably involve more resources and more endgame, which, again, I'd love to see. Astroneer has been a great little game. I need to, again, thank Jedi for actually purchasing it for me and gifting me a copy. It was on my playlist for ages, and the devs didn't respond to me early on, and then it got lost in the great pile of games that we have nowadays, and the unlimited choice. And then yeah, it came up in conversation. Jedi sent me a copy, and now you can thank him for this what, 15-16 hours worth of entertainment if you happen to watch the whole series. Either way, I need to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Jedi once again. And yeah, I hope to come back to Astroneer again with some DLC or some updates or something. But yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching.